Alright, hello, and I'm going to be explaining through a practice run exactly how my route works for this game. So as we all know that I have changed the route from going level 22 to Aragog to 13 at Aragog, and with this route change we can save up to 30 minutes on the run just by leveling alone. And throughout this little practice run, I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I look at and how fast I had to keep track of things in my mind while I'm running. And hopefully this will either encourage you guys to understand and want to speedrun this, or just be able to understand what I'm doing whenever I'm making runs from here on out. So I will have no timer on so that we can actually watch this appropriately without being distracted by going as fast as possible. So the beginning of the run is always the same. You start off in your house and you have to wait for Dobby to do stuff, and then Ron shows up, and then you go pick up all your things and go to the burrow. So, you want to always make sure you pick the Morgan Le Fay deck, because otherwise you're not going to be able to complete the game as quickly, because you can still get the same card combo that you need, which is Weak Point, in the Merlin deck, but it's a lot harder to get to, and the cards are a lot harder to find, and they're out of the way. Actually, with the Merlin deck, it's way harder to get the cards you need for Weak Point than it is for Morgan Le Fay. They're all directly within the route, so you know where to go to get them. Alright, so now we're at the burrow. We go in here and got this Wiggle Weld potion. You need that. It's 30, it's for 30 HP. If you don't use it at the burrow to heal yourself, well then you have an extra potion to heal yourself later in the game. So this is just Ron's parents freaking out that he took the car to pick up Harry. And then we'll actually get to the point where the run actually starts with attacking things. So I guess what I'm going to have to explain the leveling system in this game. It actually is a consistent leveling strat. There is not a different leveling strat depending on everything that's going on. So I didn't pick up this Pepper Up Potion first because it gives us 30 spell points to use, and those are important. You almost always use the Pepper Up Potion while running. If you didn't pick that up, you would more than likely have to take a death here to be able to live and get enough Vermilius cast. So we cast Vermilius here because we need Vermilius Duo for later in the run where you're facing the Mandrakes, because that's much faster. And you have to take out the stronger things first. The vacuum and the fan are the strongest of all of the household appliances at the burrow. So you want to attack those first, because they can do upwards of 8 damage a turn. The lamp can only do upwards of 5. Alright, so going with the leveling strat, and we're going to come to this screen, and the thing you look for here is the experience you gain, the sickles you get, and the items that you find. And I also leveled up. So how leveling works in this game is for level 1 you need 13 experience to level up, for level 2 you need 26 experience to level up, for level 3 you need 39 experience to level up. So the trend there is the level you're going, the amount of experience you need is the level you're at, times 13 is the amount of total experience you need to level up from 1 to 2, it's 13, and so on and so forth. So it's very easy to keep track of how much experience you need if you keep staring at it and keeping it in your head long enough. Now the other thing you have to keep in mind is the stuff that you pick up whenever you win. You want as many Pepper Up Potions as possible, because those are super important throughout the entire run. Because those heal 30 magic points, and the most magic points you ever have throughout the entire run is 50 for a single fight for you to use. So it's better to use that instead. So you can see I got 13 experience, and I think I got 6 sickles. I actually didn't see that part. Now you may be wondering why I'm attacking the Whisk here. I'm attacking the Whisk because the Whisk is the easier of the two here, and I'm gonna Pepper Up Potion after this because it's actually faster to Pepper Up Potion in battle than it is outside of battle, because that takes up lag time on an emulator, and it's kind of annoying. So I'm gonna Pepper Up there, and I actually haven't been keeping track of my Vermilius cast. I should be telling you about. I should be keeping track of that too. But so in order to get Vermilius Duo, you need to cast Vermilius Uno 25 times, and that seems a lot harder than it actually is because there's only certain spots to use it. So I'm actually going to use I'm actually going to heal here because the thing can do 4 damage and I have 3 health left. Alright, so I'm casting as many of these as possible. I think if I remember correctly, I casted as much of my magic as I could before I leveled up. Oh, I think I cast 4. Let's see. So if I cast 4, I can cast 7 here. Cast 7. Then I cast 6, 13. So I've cast 17, I think, if I counted correctly. And I'm not even leveled up yet. I'm at 37 total experience, so I need to face like a Whisk here. I'm gonna face a Toaster, aren't I? Oh no, I'm gonna face a Whisk. This can be one-shotted, which is what we need. And it's gonna get one-shotted. It has exactly 16 health. So used up all my used up all my magic, which is beneficial. And now that we're level 3, we go to Ron's. And actually, if I hadn't stared at the first screen, this would be I think I'd be going on a record time right now for this split that I use. Alright, so the day-night transition, and we start with our first minigame, which are a little bit more annoying because they're a little more out of your control than you think they are. And this other thing that sucks about this one is you can't control the minigames as well in the beginning as you can at the end. Alright, so we go all the way downstairs, and we get into this text box conversation. I'm also going to be using save states throughout this so I can explain the manipulation factors of these battles. If you watch runs that I do, you'll see that I generally go towards the top left. There's a very high chance that there's a gnome in the top left, and since I can't really do anything about this minigame, I play it anyway. And if you, and generally in this game, you'll see that there'll be 3 gnomes that pop up every couple of seconds, and generally one of those will end up running away. And that was fantastic manipulation. What you want to do is you want to grab gnomes as fast as possible so that Ron can't grab them, which makes him not be able to pick up other ones, and forces him to go to another spot. If you pick up all the ones around him, then he won't be able to go pick them up. And you want to do that as close to the end as possible, so that he goes up exactly when the zeros come up. Now, for this game, you have to mash A, B to pick up speed, and then you press up to just throw it. This way, you pick up as much speed as possible so it actually hits the fence and slides down quicker. But you can't help Ron, because Ron just does whatever the heck he feels like doing half the time. But the best thing for him to do is get his gnome's head stuck in the ground, because it takes less time to show that than to watch it go down a fence. But it's faster than me throw it at the fence because because I'm already tapping A-B most of the time. And then, so I just fly it at the wall, and it just slides down. The only way to lose time on that game is having your gnome go to the fence because you're throwing it too fast. Alright, Mr. Weasley gives you the most useless spell of the game. Well, unless you don't know what anything is. It's a spell that shows you what a creature is, and its weaknesses, and what it's impervious to, and things like that. But playing this game as much as I have, I don't need that anymore. So it's just useless and time wasting. So here you just walk straight down, You may think that walking to the left and going down is faster, but it actually wastes frames to do that because Harry freaks out a few seconds longer. And you overhear Draco and Lucius getting stuff from Nocturne Alley when you're supposed to go to Diagon Alley. Alright, so you're in Nocturne Alley, and so you're gonna walk all the way to over here, and you're gonna pester this woman 3 times so that she gives you sickles. You get 16 sickles every single time. There's no way to change how many sickles you get. But those are very, very important. And I've made a slight route change here as well. I do things in different orders this time. Specifically, when I go to shops. So. Alright, so you get Ron in your group. And now I go start doing things. So the first thing I do now is I actually go to the Quidditch shop. Ooh, 177 seconds, that's good. That's a good luck manipulation. That's a good luck roll. The most you can get there is 194. So here, you have to wait for lag every single time, and you buy this jersey thing. I wasn't paying attention to my sickles, so I don't know how many I have. When you buy the jersey, you get a football card from Ron, and then you go to the building right next to this Quidditch shop, and you go talk to this kid up here, where he'll give you a misprint card. And this will be used later for exchanges. So you can get the most important item in the game, that being the Dragon Skin Cloak, which is probably one of the most beneficial things. So another thing about the route change is that I go into this alleyway, and I wait for, I do this so I can get encounters for that Ron can level up, and so that I can get Verdimillious cast to begin with. And perfect, I get a 0, that's fantastic. So, we use Pack Rat to get items here. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the rat, because the rat's faster to kill. Now, you will notice that since I am playing on an emulator, this fight actually is a lot laggier. Verdimillious is the most laggiest of the spells, even on handheld. But it is the most necessary for this run. And we get Pepper Up Potions, yay! So as long as I get a 1 encounter here, I'm fine. I won't have to waste a Pepper Up Potion. But these encounters taking forever. Oh, we're doing good now. And we got a 2 encounter. Fantastic. So I'm going to cast a Vermilius here so I can get an extra Vermilius cast. Use Pack Rat so I can, of course, get items. And generally I would use a Pepper Up Potion to heal Harry, but it's actually faster to use Pack Rat than heal. When Pack Rat is used first turn, it actually heals faster. And Flipendo is one of the things you don't want to use a whole lot, but whatever. I had to use it there because I had no spell points. So I'm going to cast Verdimillious here. And Ron's going to cast Vermilius because Vermilius is actually the fastest spell to cast. I don't know why I cast Verdimillius with Ron. But the reason why we don't cast Verdimillious with Ron is because Ron actually can't learn all these duos. He's actually one of the more useless people to use in the run, but you have them for a lot of the run, so you kind of have to deal with him for a little while. But he does have one of the more beneficial ones. So after Ron levels up, we go in here and grab that potion from the shelf, and we talk to this lady and get our health back up for Harry. And now we go on to the part that I most dread about this area. So we had to go in here and talk to this lady so we can activate the purple frogs in the back. And these guys basically require Verdimillious to kill. So it's a good way to get our Verdimillious up. Now we don't actually use Pack Rat here unless it'll take only 1 more hit to kill from Harry. because Harry's spells are actually a little bit stronger than Ron's, and in general, even though they both did 17 on that attack. And Ron, of course, gets a crit, so at least Harry leveled up. We only got one Verdimillious cast out of that, which kind of is bad, but we'll worry about that later. I think we'll have enough encounters to get it. So, notice that Ron gets stunned, which is actually fantastic. But he got out of the sun first turn, which kind of sucks a little bit. But we'll use Pack Rat here because he only has 3 magic points, but he should level up after this fight. But generally, if Ron gets stunned, you want him to be stunned for a turn against these things so that Harry can get an extra cast. He got an extra cast anyway, so it didn't really matter. And Ron gets a level up, which is good. So, the other part of this is that we go from back to front, so that we don't have to worry about those guys later. It's actually faster to do the back 3 first, because you can almost always do 3 to begin with. Wow, I'm really low Pepper Up Potions this run. And of course Harry gets stunned, so Harry doesn't get that cast, but we'll use Pack Rat anyway. When someone gets stunned, as Harry is right now, they can't attack for a turn, and of course we stun both of them. So attack Harry. Now we're just gonna stun them again. Fantastic. But he gets unstunned, which is awesome. So now what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna go heal. And a run, this is what I do too. Actually, I don't know how many spell points. I know Harry has enough to cast 2. How about Ron? Oh, okay, we're fine. We would normally do the healing here, but we have just enough to cast Verdimillious twice between both of them. So, as long as we don't do any zeros, we will kill it. And of course, he's going to stun Ron, so we actually have to wait another turn. Because I'm pretty sure Ron was faster, so never mind. To attack Ron? Oh, no, we're going to stun Ron. Ron gets out of it. Perfect. As long as we don't do a 0 here, we're fine. And we're good. So now we go heal, because we need to actually get all the magic points back up. Or no, we don't. Harry, fill it up again. Perfect. I'm getting my experience stuck in my head wrong. And so we get 4 casts over Harry, and we'll have Ron cast Verdimillious. Because it should do just... Oh, it got a crit. Never mind. Oh, and then he's... freaking stun. It never stuns this much. I've never seen stuns this happen this often. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, generally anything other than Verdimillious will do about 3 to 4 damage to this thing. Sometimes 6 if you get Flipendo going. And good, we got a stun. Oops, wrong. Sorry. Too fast on my trigger. Alright, so now we go heal, because even though that Ron leveled up, Harry needs his magic points for Verdimillious to be cast. And I don't want to waste any more pop-up potions this run. Now I haven't used the save state yet because I don't need it yet. I'll need it for the next biggest fight in the game. But in general, when you're running, you want to have approximately, I think it was 9 to 12 Pepper Up Potions for the next fight in the game. Too bad that spell is so necessary for you to use. Otherwise, I would never use it. Actually, this run has come a long, long way. I'm gonna explain how the route has changed tremendously since the beginning, since this is all just gonna be attacking stuff, so I can get Verdimillious Duo. When I first started running this game, I thought that there was no possible way that I could defeat Basilisk, which is the final fight, without being with being under level 30. So before I learned that weak point was actually a really good card attack combo, ooh, 30, nice. I had to level myself up to level 33 to get enough attack power to be able to kill the Basilisk, along with Fox the Bird, without too much problem. Well, it also turned out that once I read about everything in the game, and I learned how, and I rerouted my run, I went from 33 to 25 against the Basilisk, which was the 22 before Aragog thing. And the reason why I chose 22 up before Aragog was because Aragog's attacks always do 80 damage to you, and I wanted to be able to tank 3 hits. So I had to level up Harry to 22 so that he would be at 244 HP and I'll be over 260. So they both could take 3 hits, at least. And that would be used to help against Lockhart, who was the most frustrating battle in the game, in my opinion. Even before this entire reroute, where I've lost about 4 runs to now. I still don't have Vertimilius Duo, that's crazy. Nice. So, I spent, like, I think 3 days, like 4 months ago, routing this game for a level 33 run. And then I realized that that would take way too long, so I had to figure out a way to get it down. And once I learned that the weak point was actually super good for the Basilisk fight, then I ended up rerouting for a lower level, and I learned that I still wanted to be 3 levels, I still wanted to be able to take 3 hits from Aragog, so I would attack things until I got to level 22, which is where some of the unorthodox things would come into play, such as Hermione's techniques that she used, which you would think are the most useless things on the face of the planet, but as I have read, ooh, nice Vertimilius, through much reading and practice, her second technique actually gives you more experience from the fight. So I ended up running that into my run, which actually made the run a little bit simpler. But I still had to go face... Ooh, 137. That's fantastic. That's 314 total. But, the fortunate thing was that I could not get above 100 experience over any normal fight. I actually had to go into the dungeons and fight things, such as this, where you could find armor and footmen and things like that, along with some other things that would give you 80 experience normally. If you watch my 21916 run, you'll understand what I mean by long, tedious level grinding. So now I'm at the level 13 thing before Aragog, which is freaking crazy. So this is the thing I'm talking about, and I'll explain what I'll have. Oh, I should have save stated. Okay, I'm saving states here. Because that's actually a good manipulation. So this is when we need Vertimilius Duo, because Vertimilius Duo can do 25 damage on this thing. Ooh, good. But it costs 10 spell points, and we only have 20 at this point. But the hilarious thing to me is that Vertimilius Duo is actually faster to cast than Vertimilius Uno. And I have to heal Harry, because if it gets stunned, then Harry dies. Ooh, bad. So he can't attack Ron again, and if he does, he has to do 0 damage. And of course he stuns Harry, so I actually have to heal Harry again. because Run can't do enough damage to kill it. So I have to cast Verdimillious Duo again. Freaking crazy. But they both get a level, so I'm actually gonna save state that. Oh, come on. Alright. So my 1916 run, I thought that you always had to talk to Grip Hook to initiate this thing, but it actually turns out you can just walk right past them and go. Which saves a little bit of text. Alright, so how I ended up coming up with the route to level 13 before Aragog was, I needed to take at least two hits from Aragog. So I decided, alright, so when do I hit something where I'm just below 160, and that was level 12, and I route it to where I'm level 12 before I face Crab and Goyle, because Crab and Goyle give you just enough experience to level up one more time. Good, got it out. So that would be level 13 before I'm going to face Aragog. And I would never do another fight before then. Or, yeah, before Aragog. Alright, so I have to explain exactly what happened here since I kind of brushed over it while I was talking about my route changes. So when you go in here, you have to talk to Grip Hook to initiate the door being unlocked. And you also grab the sickles there because you need it for the route. So now that I have all my money, I actually need to go buy things. And I have, over 1,000, so I'm going to buy 3 of these and 1 of these. Awesome. Actually, let's see how many pepper potions I have. 7. I'll buy 1 more. And I'll be over 800 when I go buy my books. These books cost 50 sickles. And actually, interestingly enough, you can't buy your books even if you have more than 50 sickles, because in order to get your books, you have to go to Gringotts first. So the Gringotts route is, you have to be at least level 6 that you can cast Verdimillious Duo twice and Verdimillious Uno once. I mean, you could do it at level 5 if you had Verdimillious Duo, but it's almost impossible to be level 5 and have Verdimillious Duo, so... At any rate, what we do there is, as soon as we talk to Grip Hook and we go through, we have to watch him walk off screen after Harry trips. And you go get the antidote, because the antidote is beneficial for poison. And you get poison in more places than you think, but it's only used for one fight if I can hold it all the way to it. And then, so I have to keep walking to the left to grab that at the very first window. And then I'll follow the track all the way around, and then after I go up all the way, the first window there, I grab the Wiggleding Grand Potion, which gives you 100 HP, which is fantastic. I actually invested in tons of those for the run later on, because you only do 2 buying trips throughout the entire run. At the very beginning, basically, and at the very end, essentially. You go buy stuff after Gringotts, and you buy stuff just before you face Aragog. So the potions of importance in this run are any healing potion, the Grand Potion, the normal potion. They call it the Wiggleding, but it's not called that. It's Wiggenweld, which is kind of annoying to say, but I call it Wiggleding. So you have Wiggleding Potion, you have Wiggleding Grand Potion, which is 30 and 100 respectively. And then you have the Pepper Up Potion and Pepper Up Grand Potion, which heal 30 and 80 magic points respectively. And this game isn't really that complicated. You're just going to get coins, and I play it just because it doesn't matter what you do, you can't make this go any faster or slower. So, and then, other than that, your other items of preference to have are Revive Potions, which are super OP if you think about it. What revive potions do is, when somebody's down, they revive them, obviously, but they revive them with all of their HP and all of their magic points. So optimally, in places where you want to use those, you want to use as much of your spell power as possible, and then be knocked down, and then revive with it. So that way you have all your spell stuff again, so you can do a massive amount of damage. Those are just the potions you need. Now the most important spell in the game, believe it or not, is actually not one that attacks. It's one that deals poison damage. I forget how to pronounce it. It's Musum Adatum Sum or something like that. I don't remember how to pronounce it. You'll see it later on. This is used for the Aragog fight because Aragog cannot heal himself, nor can he cure poison, unlike Lockhart can. This is really annoying. But so it continuously does 15 damage per turn, and if he webs you 4 turns consecutively, well then he's going to take 60 damage from poison, and since he only has 400 health, it actually is really good. Like, Lockhart has 500 health, and the Basilisk has 700. I actually don't know how much anything else has. I didn't actually calc. I just calc those for importance. So now we have the most annoying part of the run coming up. Well, it actually is it affects the entire run, but, the wand breaking that Ron has is the most annoying effect in the game. I think it's sometimes worse than being poisoned. I think it's worse than getting 0 damage and being stunned the entire game. Because it has a chance to backfire. Oh, nice! That might make it to where I don't get Vermilia's Dew off this fight, though. Okay, that's good. Ron's wand backfiring can cause massive amounts of damage to him. At this point, it'll only do like 20. But later in the game, it can do up to 50 to 60, and it's so dumb. But, so I'm trying to get Vermilion. Oh, see, there we go. Ron's wand backfired. 18. Which kind of lowers his survivability rate, if you think about it. But I would be rather getting 0s than have him backfire. And I had one Lockhart fight where he backfired twice, and made me waste 2 revive potions, because he did just enough damage to himself where, oh, come on, 2 crits in 1 fight, really? I just don't have Vermilia's Duo now. If I hadn't gotten the second crit, I would have had, I think I'm at 24 casts for Vermilia's. So, interesting fact here, once you get off the Whomping Willow, you cannot get into a wild encounter, which is awesome. Which allows for creativity in your movement. And the hardest part about this run is your movement pattern. I'm not even coming close to kidding. I mean, that's the most important thing about almost any speedrun, but this one is the most important, because it's not like games like Pokemon, where you can only go in one fixed position. No, you can actually control him going, straight, backwards, left or right, but you can also make him go left and up and right and up at the same time, so you can go diagonally. Which kind of does suck in some instances. Well, now that we're in Hogwarts, we have to explain the route here. So, the goal is to go up and down the least amount of floors. And that requires shortcuts. Well, there are 2 shortcuts in the castle for this game. They're different from the original Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone, whatever it's called to you. I'm pretty sure there was a 5th floor thing. Well, that no longer exists. There is a I don't remember where the other one was at, but it's from the 5th floor to some floor and somewhere else to somewhere else. Well, in this game, it's from the bottom floor in the dungeons to the 6th floor, which is this floor right here, and that sarcophagus over there. Oh, come on now. Okay, well this is why we need the misprint. We come in here just once we get to Hogwarts so we can trade the misprint for a baby spider. But the other one is from the 4th floor to the 1st floor. And also, you can go up that as well. I'll try to do the movement glitch here. There we go, got it. Alright, sorry I like to do that. It actually doesn't affect anything, the run, but it's still fun to do. If you keep holding left while Harry's talking to it, it'll make him fly the other way. Alright, so the reason why we get the baby spider now is because we're gonna take it to Hagrid tomorrow for the exchange. Oh wow, it's the closest I've ever been to the edge. Your goal here is to come as close to the edge of the bed as possible. I thought you always had to be at the head of the bed, but that's not true. I thought you had to be at the point where he could actually get into the bed, not at the edge. But he always appears at the edge anyway. It's just faster to get the text going. Alright, so here comes the first use of shortcuts. And there are a bunch of other items you can get throughout the run, but we don't worry about them. There are a lot of hidden items in this castle. But there are only, like, 3 of importance. I can't remember. Let's see, there's a Peppermint Grand, a wizard card. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go to Hagrid's first. Luckily, the first place we go is Herbology, and that's right near Hagrid's hut. You cannot get encounters near Hagrid's hut like this, which is kind of awesome. We're gonna grab the revive potion from his closet here, because those are very much needed, and as many free ones as we can get, I'll grab that are actually in my path. Otherwise, you just walk straight up to him and take it. So we go about like 30 seconds with no encounters, and then we have encounters here, which kind of suck. Ooh, perfect. We grab this pepper potion because we're going to need as many as possible. And now we're in Herbology. You want to be as close to this to the bottom table as possible, so that when you walk up, you just walk straight into your seat, almost. And this is why I need Vermilius Duo, but I don't have it yet, which kind of is horrible. Oh, we got a movement glitch on her, yay! Well, it's not really a glitch. I'm gonna refer to it as a glitch, but what it is it's when you master text fast enough, and they're holding their position, they don't move their legs when they move the next time. It's kind of awesome. Alright, so if we had Vermilius Duo, we'd cast it here, and it would do about 30 damage, but instead we have to cast Vermilius Uno, which only does about anywhere upwards of 20. And we don't level up here, so we actually have to heal up all of our stuff after this. Since we have absolutely no armor, Harry takes tons of damage from these things. What you want actually at this point is to cast it down to 16, but he survives with like 2 HP almost all the time, so you can't really worry about that one. So there are 3 times where you can there we go, where we can get stuff going here. Because this is like the most crowded area. See, pause buffering. So I'm going to take advantage of the pause buffer and heal everything. And when you have wild encounters in front of you, you can pause buffer and erase them. And I use that conventionally to get all of my stuff ready for this fight. Unfortunately, I had to heal with a Grand Potion, which I would love to keep. I actually cast Vermilius Uno here because I want to get a range to see if I can kill it with a Vermilius Duo. And it looks like I can, so yes. So generally I would have to cast again if my magic was a little bit weak on that fight, but I didn't. And this thing you cast Verdimillious, and it does about 33 damage a hit. This thing does 20 damage to you, but I don't have all my spell power back up, so I'm gonna have to take another hit. And as long as I don't do 0 damage, I should be able to kill it without having to heal. I'm gonna save state just in case something stupid happens. Okay. I haven't had to use a save state yet, so I'm pretty glad. Alright, the reason why I don't bother healing is because you get a level after this. Almost all the time. There are some times where you don't get enough experience in Diagon Alley, so you don't level up there. And you'll see we're almost already at the point where we have enough HP for the Aragog fight. No, you don't want to take hardly any damage at all here. If the actually best case scenario is to take absolutely none, and just heal with a pepper up potion, which actually is what works out here. That almost never happens in a run. I'm not even gonna lie. Tech smash, and hope I don't have the pause buffer. Ooh, that was lucky maneuvering. This is the most tightly quartered space you're going to be in other than the Forbidden Forest this entire run, so you have to worry about these random encounters popping up in front of your face because they don't have very many places to go. Alright, so after that we go to Dark Heart's class. And you'll notice that the screen changes white and stays white for a little bit longer. It's because it brings up an achievement screen for you to look at. And if you're doing a casual one, you would go in there and you go to the 5th floor, the room closest to the stairs going up to the 6th floor, and talk to the guy that I talked to in Diagon Alley. Ooh, wrong area. Oops. And he would give you card attack combos. Okay, good, I did pick it up. I was making sure I picked it up because my heart just sank right now. Sorry. So now we go to Dark Heart's class, and we go from the 1st to the 4th floor, and then go down to the 3rd floor. Here. Sorry, I thought I didn't grab a weak point, and that would have made me kind of frustrated. I don't know why I did what I just did there. With that movement, that was horrible. So here's another minigame that you have to do, and you just have to capture the pixies. It's kind of dumb. So if you didn't have to do it, I mean, of course, if you could skip the minigames, that'd be fantastic, and that would make the run, I think, about 10 minutes faster. But well, depending on how well your Quidditch goes, I've had Quidditch that has been horrible. I've actually had to save state before the last Quidditch game you'll do, because I had an unfortunate end to my last run, which was kind of funny at the same time, but I was very upset when I found out that you can do text box storage. So I actually played this game for serious because, well, it's 35 seconds that you're not ever going to get back in this run, so you might as well play with it. You also have the most annoying sound effects, in my opinion. And Dark Heart's class is over. Yay. So the reasoning for the Verdimillious Duo is not just because of Mandrakes. There's another spot where you're actually gonna want Verdimillious Duo, but that's coming up here in just a minute, actually. So we go to Quidditch now. It's Quidditch practice. There's 2 practices and then 2 games. Well, the second game doesn't actually happen, but... So you'll notice I actually didn't heal with my Pepper Up Potion yet. There's actually a very important reason why I didn't. Since I took absolutely no damage, I actually do not need to do so. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. So I get a spike collar from Hagrid when I gave him the baby spider. So you talk to Filch and you give him the spiked collar, and he gives you a portrait of Lockhart. And you'll notice I walked in front of him and started walking right in front of him. If you walk right and hold right while you're talking to him, you get an extra propulsion forwards when the NPC takes control. So the NPC doesn't walk as far, but is also closer to the door. Well, not NPC. When Harry's there, he's actually closer to the door, and it takes him less time to get there. Alright, so now for Quidditch. Quidditch can go one of three ways. You can get it like almost instantaneously. You can get it really short, or after a long time. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Oh god. Or you can have this happen, where you forget what button you're using. Oh, thank goodness. Or you can have it to where Draco gets the snitch, which actually costs a lot more time than you think it does, because the game has a timer. If you don't get the ball within the timer, then he automatically gets it. So I'm pretty sure that's like 30 seconds. So you need to get the ball as quickly as possible. So Ron gets a backfire on him, of course, and now we have to deal with slugs. Also, here you cannot get any encounters because Ron is sick and he is unable to fight. You notice me doing this sort of movement thing to where it looks like Harry's glitching out while he's walking? Well, it's actually kind of faster to do it like that. Oh, crap. Okay, I hate when that happens. It's faster to do it like that sometimes, when you're going up and down areas with no encounters. Alright, so we have to get ingredients for Ron to be better. Which means he has to leave the group, and you only have Hermione. And this is the only time Hermione is actually of use, because it's the only time you actually get into an encounter with her on purpose. So here comes the glitch movement I was talking about. He does not move his legs, which is... Oh, I went too far to the left. And Harry's gonna take damage, isn't he? Yep. The funny thing about preemptors is that if preemptors do damage to you, they actually cause lag in the game, to where you can't maneuver with your cursor. You can actually get glitch movement here. There we go, got it. Oh, I walked right into it. I think they're both preemptors, aren't they? Oh, no, they're not. But especially on emulator, this is why emulating this game sucks, because it costs too much. Lag spikes. If we took out all the lag I get, that'd be just fine. Alright, so the reason why we don't... Because we don't... Oh, are you serious? 0. Now I have to heal Harry's spell points, and he's almost dead, so I actually have to heal him anyway. Oh, for Hermione only has 100 health. So you want to cast Incendio. It costs 10 to cast. Oh, she's already dead. Wow, that kind of sucks. You can't die to this, but... Okay, good. Well, I have to waste... What am I thinking? Wow. I'm already way ahead of myself. That means I have to go pick up an extra revive potion. Just because of that. That kind of blows, to be honest. You level up after this fight, so... You use up all your spell. That really does suck, though. But we can't have Harry die. Harry cannot die. Oh, Hermione didn't level up. Oh, that sucks, though. If you didn't get in a level up there, you could actually Death Warp here. But because we do get a level up, because I do cast the Experienced... Oh, crap, I need that. Because I do cast the Experience up spell, Hermione is gonna need a level up no matter what. And there are some times where you do. It's actually very rare for you to level up off that fight. And that's gonna kind of suck because... Well, no, I can take a death. I can take a death somewhere. Oh. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back to your front door. But if you remember how the movie works, and how the book works, you don't actually go. Oh, and also, I don't go straight down because it takes an extra load zone. So it's actually faster to go here to only have one load zone as opposed to two. Alright, so here comes the fun part. We have to go have detention, if you remember correctly. And because we're taking over the computer, it actually is slower than we want it to be. So you get to be with Lockhart, which also blows. I'm not gonna lie, I was suspicious of Lockhart the entire time while I was reading the book and the entire time I watched the movie. So I could do one of two things. I could potentially heal there at the hospital, or I could take a death, which is actually fast to take a death. So I'm going to pick up a revive potion here. I don't want to pick up this one anyway, but I'm going to pick up an extra one. Actually, I'm going to do this. I want to grab that wizarding card because it's very important to have that one. Or it's not, that one's not important at all, but because later on in the game it actually causes problems. Being able to talk to him, I might as well waste the time now to grab it. So, the reason I'm talking about taking a death was the dueling club that is now unlocked. After the detention, the dueling club is unlocked, and it's actually where I grind now. I mean, it's where I grind in my 1916, but I grind here now, too. I tried to figure out ways to level up faster, but that seems the only viable thing to do. Let's look there. So we go up to the 4th to go down to the 1st, as opposed to going down from the 3rd to the bottom floor. And now we have the snip talk about the Death Day party. You go there after Quidditch, which you go to after you get to level 12. So I'm pretty sure we're only level 10 here. I might actually have to take a death. So we grab a Windwell potion here. And text activity, yes. So if you're close enough to the guy and initiate a text at the same exact time, you can walk right past him while also... Oh my god, don't do 20 damage. He did exactly enough damage to kill me. That's so dumb. Oh crap, I should have just said yes. He has 40 health and I did 39 and he killed me. And I think I was going to level up off that, to be honest. See, he did 39 again. That would have killed me too. He needs to cast Vermilius when you're under 23 health. Because Vermilius can kill you. Yep, I was gonna level off that. That's gay. I'm sorry, that's stupid. So I'm level 10 now. Late, so I'm gonna have less HP. If you level up off of the plant thing, then you have 135 HP, I think. But because... Hold on, I'm gonna see if this will kill. It probably won't. Oh, it did, sweet. I got the high roll. I had to fight her again to get enough experience to level 11. I get to fight her a total of 4 times. It kinda sucks. But because I'm taking no damage, I don't have to worry about it a whole lot. Now, so long as she doesn't use Expelliarmus... Oh wow, I have to pick up Pepper Up Potions. Wow, I'm so low on Pepper Up Potions. What am I doing? I'm gonna have to cast it again. Oh, this can't kill. Please don't kill me. Damn it. Wish the Pepper Up Potion yet. That's the worst spell she can cast. Because if she crits, which she crits more often than she should, that one hit kills you. Even at level, I think level 6, even one hit kills you. and you have like 60 something health, 170 something health. Alright, take my level up. Fight you again. Now I'm level 11. So you see how I went up 19 HP from 130? That tells you I leveled up late. Now, I don't really know what that means. I just call it leveling up late because you're supposed to have 135 health at level 11 or level 10. Well, I think I did just enough to where casting Vermilius will kill. If not, I have to cast it twice, and she can't cast Expelliarmus. Yep, I got the low roll, so... Okay, good. I'll just cast Flipendo. Doesn't cost me anything to cast it, so... And I'm gonna die, so I might as... Well, I'm gonna die if she casts Expelliarmus. See, the thing about using Pepper Potions against these things is that they almost always kill you after you use a Pepper Potion, but other than that, they almost always do 0 damage. Sort of like a taunt. There we go. I wanted that, actually, because I need to kill her one more time so I can get enough experience. Speed level 12, and then I don't need to level up anymore by Dueling Club or by Wild Encounters. And that's a really high roll in the attack. So she can't cast it again. If she casts it again, I die, unless it does 0 damage. And she casts it twice in a row, which is almost unfathomable. Wow, this is horrible. I'm sorry that this practice run is doing terrible. That almost never happens, I'm not even kidding. If she casts Expelliarmus twice in a row, it's because you have over, like... It's the 3rd time in a row she's cast it. Jesus Christ. That's insane. She doesn't do that. This practice run is hating me right now. Oh my god! Quit casting it. Good lord. 4 times in a row, I've never seen that. I mean, I know it's her strongest spell. It's 5th time in a row. What the world is going on here? Do 0 damage 1 time. I'm gonna do that so that I make her not use Expelliarmus. Alright, there we go. See? I waited half a second to use Incendio. This will level me up. Please level me up. God. I don't have to be in here ever again. Jesus. Good lord. I am so sorry about that. I had no control over that whatsoever. That 5 Expelliarmuses in a row. That is so dumb. Okay, so now we're going to Quidditch after losing like 8 times to the same person. You'll notice I walked to the right, actually. Walking to the right on a big walk like that is beneficial because the game doesn't like to spawn to the right for some reason. It only likes to spawn Wild Encounters on the left or center. Oh, I missed it. Ah, good lord, don't do this to me now. Good lord, this is the worst. This is the worst Quidditch I've ever seen. There we go, finally. Okay, I'm saving states because I just want to save states. I don't have to... I'm just saving so I don't accidentally do something stupid. Basically is what I'm doing now. So I could walk up and take that path, and it's... I mean, it takes the same amount of load zones, and it's more scenic route, but I find that this place is sometimes a little bit faster. Are you serious? Normally I can just walk straight up. Okay. So, now for the Death Day Party, which requires one of the longer minigames, because it's not based on time. It's based on skill, basically. No, if I was timing this right now, I think I'd be almost an hour at voices, which is kind of stupid. There we go, finally. So you talk to this guy and it initiates the text for the Headless Bowling, which is my least favorite minigame because we're gonna see why in just a second. The amount of lag in this game is insane. And you don't want to do that because he does this extra fist pump thing. But I couldn't help that one, that was kind of out of my control a little bit. But the lag with the pins going. You don't want to get gutter balls either though. No strikes, no gutter balls. You can get spares, those don't matter, you just don't want it in the 10th frame. Now I'll try to get a spare here. There. But it's not really that big of a deal. And we are doing pretty solid. And alright, we're doing relatively okay. Sorry about my brief pause, I had someone come around real quick. Alright, so this is taking a little bit longer due to lag issues. It's like this on handheld as well. So I'm not really bothered by it as much. It's only the fights I'm worried about. Also, you can't save state on handheld either though. So you can't work manipulation tricks. And this is the last time I can spare. Ooh, that was the fastest scroll I've gotten. I think 4 to 5 attempts on this. Okay, so no sparing. It's almost impossible to spare this for me, so I'll just go take out that one. Alright. So now we have the fun part, which is voices, because I don't know why, but I just love this music coming up right here. 3 and 3. There we go. I forgot I was right there. I thought I was about further up. I don't know why I love this music so much. It's just so good. I actually love to get a movement glitch here, but you can't because Harry always turns around. You can get close to it though. What you can do though is you can make him go forward more. If you keep holding the button, he actually starts moving quicker. But you have to be holding it like the exact frame that the voice starts coming out, where a text box pops up. Like I got it there. You couldn't really tell, but I did really get it. So this was a run I would probably have already reset based on my well, no, I wouldn't have reset. I had a chance to get a good run here, but I'm over an hour, I'm pretty sure at this point. And my splits are kind of interesting. This split right here, I have 4 more splits to go, but and the last 4 splits are within like 30 minutes of each other, but it takes 30 minutes to get to the next split from this one right here. Alright, so now we go into History Magic, which is the part where we kind of learn how everything works. And this is where my movement, this is what I was talking about movement. So you can go up and down the least amount of floors. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go from the 6th to the bottom floor. You go from the bottom floor to the first floor. Then you go from the first floor to the 4th floor. Which it means that it's like I mean, there's almost... You don't have to go up and down many floors. It doesn't... And it takes, like, I think I timed it. I think it's like 5 less seconds. Because the teacher's right there. So this is where we start picking up the... This is one of the items that we need for the final battle. I'll be getting to that in just a second. One of the things I want to discuss right now is the manipulation of the books that you're about to get. So, the book you're going to get is Hogwarts of History. And there's a certain percentile chances to get in the book at certain places. Come on, be walking towards me. Okay, that's good. You talk to this girl, so you give it the portrait of Lockhart, and you get the flashlight. This is another part of the exchange for the dragon cloak thing. We go from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor in the library like that. And we talk to the librarian like this. And she walks all the way over there. Now, when I'm talking about manipulation chances, you can actually get the book right here. But it's faster to get here. You just have to press the button like 3 times, and you get it. Alright, so now that we have the flashlight, this is where the exchange goes really quickly, because, I mean, there's only 3 more exchanges you have left. And then it's all done. And you have the dragon skin cloak, and you equip it as soon as you get it. But, yeah, there's percentile chances to get the book at other places, but that one's basically 100% on first try. And I pick up this card. This card is actually necessary for, the weak point. That's why I grabbed that one. It's the one I grab on purpose. So, the guy goes to sleep, and you get Ron and Hermione back in your group, and you go look at the wall, which means you go from the 4th to the 1st to the 2nd floor. I don't know, I just love these shortcuts and how quick they are. It's actually faster to go into the center than to the right. I'm more right this time, which kinda sucks, it's a little bit slower, but you don't want to be in the left. The left actually is the slowest place to be at, because Harry actually has to go around Ron, as opposed to going through, or yeah, he normally goes through Ron otherwise, but at the left he actually has to walk around him, because the game thinks that you're supposed to go left, but you're already as far left as you can get, otherwise you'd walk out of bounds. So they had to put a trigger for that, I guess. So there's Moaning Myrtle. You go get a flower for her or something like that, so you can talk to Hagrid. And in many runs I have screwed up at this point and thought I just need to go straight to McGonagall's. Or I thought I've already talked to Hagrid, or I've already talked to Myrtle and start walking towards the Hagrid's. So we go back to Hagrid's. And hopefully no encounters, and no encounters. Perfect. And then Hagrid will tell you to go talk to Professor McGonagall. Now, if I remember correctly, I think in my 1916 I went and level grounded some more at this point, and that's kind of ridiculous at this point, to be honest. I should have known better at that point to go grind there. Alright, so movement glitch here. Oh. I didn't get it. That kinda sucks. I got it into the room, I didn't get it going out the room. I'm pretty sure it's about 0.3 seconds faster each time you get it. Alright, so when I was talking about useful spells, this is the one I was talking about. You get it from Myrtle. You give her the flower, and she teaches you a spell. And here you go. Mucus Adenusium. So, yeah. Now we're supposed to go up to the common room, which means that we go all the way down the stairs. Again. Let's go to the 6th floor. No encounters, good. Okay. So, now we had to go get a permission slip to be able to, because we were trying to get a book from a restricted section, and in order to need a note from a professor. So we're going to do the same sort of thing we did last time. We're going to go from the 6th floor to the bottom floor, to the 1st floor, to the 4th floor, to the 3rd floor, which is slightly faster just because Lockhart's office is right next to the stairs. If it wasn't for that, we would go all the way down the stairs. But I'm pretty sure I timed it out as 0.5 seconds faster to do this. If his office was all the way at the top, where the Dark Arts class is, then they would be slower by 0.25 seconds. So we have to I'm gonna go to the library yet again. Now, you're wondering why I'm doing this exchange thing, because the exchange is actually on the 5th floor, and then we go down to the 4th floor, and then we're done. Well, we do this at a different time now, because there's actually a faster time to do it. So we get the book, and we talk about who we're going to change into for the Polyjuice Potion. And Ron leaves to go help Hermione, and you're supposed to go to Quidditch. Now, this is what I was talking about with the unfortunate end to a run. Actually here we're going to go down the stairs normally, because it's ever so slightly faster to do it here, since you're already there, basically. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. This is where my run ended last time. I was on pace for a really good run. I was, I think, 18 minutes ahead at this point. And I get to this Quidditch thing, and I get a text. I get a storage text. I got a text storage, and it's just absolutely horrible. So I actually I'm going to save state here, just to be safe, so I don't actually have it. This is what happens when you speedrun this game. You learn some special things. So I'm going to see if I can do it again on purpose, and then I'll go by and do it normally. Yep, I got it this time. So, oh, wow, interesting. Oh, the butcher's going to try to kill me. Okay, well, you see how there was a delay on the text entering? The text normally happens as soon as you get into the thing. And saying that you can't not do anything, otherwise the match will be forfeited because of the bludger being so rogue. But I got it delayed a little bit. Now, my last run I got delayed all the way until I got the snitch, and when the snitch happens, as you saw, you're supposed to have a text box saying that you're about to fall off, basically. Well, if you it's text box storage. If you get it just at the right frame, it delays it to where it doesn't actually show up at all, and that text box will show up when you're supposed to be falling off your broom, and then you don't fall off your broom when you stay in the Quidditch match for the entire rest of the game. I'm not really going to explain the story a whole lot, because I'm hoping that people have actually read the books or watched the movie. Basically, this is the part where Dobby's trying to tell you that evil's coming, and then Professor Dumbledore comes in telling you, basically, that the Chamber of Secrets is open. Which, lo and behold, is the point of the entire thing. So now we're gonna go to potions, so we can get so we can get some stuff for the potion. And after the potions is actually the only fight you want to lose on purpose. You lose this fight on purpose because there's actually no possible way for you to win unless you get super ass lucky. Not even joking. You would have to have, because you fight Draco, and Draco's gonna like murder you. But the only way to beat Draco is to take 0 damage the entire freaking time, and the only move that beats him is Flipendo. Which... Flipendo. He does like 6 damage. I don't even know how much health he has. I haven't even tried to calculate it. So, when we do this part, I actually do this in the reverse order intended. You go all the way up to the top first, because it's ever so slightly faster also. You also don't run into the chance of getting encounters on the way up and back down as easily. So we don't want to take that risk. And we'll take an encounter here, because, well, if it had been a preemptor, we want Harry to take damage so that we actually lose the Draco fight faster. And we have a preemptor, and it does not attack Harry, which kind of sucks. We needed Harry to be hit. So he would have taken 26 damage on that, because Hermione actually has less defense than you do. So basically you add anywhere between 5 and 7. I just normally add 6, so so you add 5 to 6 damage, or 5 to 7 damage, and I average out to 6, because more than likely it does 6 more damage. Well, in general it's 5 to 7. There are some times where it's, it does either, it can do 4, it could do 10 more, and then especially if you get a crit. I didn't mean to walk into that, it was just so close. And you want Harry in the center of the shelves. Push it faster that way. And my favorite text of this entire game is right here, coming up here in just a second. I'll slow it down so we can read it. It's kind of ironic as well. I can't prove you caused the disturbance in my class just now, but I suspect you did. I think a wizard duel in the dueling club between you and Draco Malfoy would benefit your training immensely, Potter. Report to the dueling club near the entrance hall immediately. Okay. He suspects I did it, but can't prove I did it. How could he not prove that I caused disturbance? I was the only one in the class other than Ron and Hermione. I just find that hilarious. I think that's one of the most hilarious texts in the entire game. So I didn't take any damage prior to this fight, which means that it's going to take a little bit longer, because I have to rely on Draco using Expelliarmus. Because this Expelliarmus does 70 damage. So I'm actually going to cast Vermilius. Vermilius does 1 damage. Everything does 1 damage except for Flipendo. But Vermilius is the fastest spell to cast. Ooh, 74. He's never used that on me before. Alright, so he needs to cast something like that again. He needs to cast Incendio Duo, which is the first spell he casts. Or Expelliarmus, and that should kill me as long as it doesn't do 0, and it does 71, which is beautiful. And then, my other text in this game that is awesome. And also that guy just disappears from him. He walked into the wall and glitched away somehow. Like you didn't notice him on the right side of the thing. So, the spell I just got from Draco is the one that's actually going to be important for the last fight you have with your wand, because it's Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus is like one of the best spells in the game. Now, I kind of skipped over the text I was thinking was hilarious. They said they're going to look for Justin in the courtyard and the dungeon, and in order to do that, you have to walk right past him, and he's like right there. I mean, how did you miss that? I mean, seriously. He's right there. You wouldn't have told Harry? You wouldn't have come running back? No? Okay. You cannot catch up to him at all. He moves at double speed, so even if you had to walk through walls, you cannot catch up to him. So we're going to Dumbledore's office. And the first time I did this, it took me forever to get there, and it's like the smallest maze ever to get somewhere. So, the goal for this run is just before Aragog. You should have just around 1,200 sickles, which with the 825 I had after, or 835 I had after the after Diagon Alley, I should be pushing 1240, which doesn't really matter a whole lot with the 40. So now comes the part with Crab and Goyle. You need to win this fight. You can actually win this fight as opposed... Now the only thing that sucks is that I only have one revive potion because I lost it to the freaking plant thing, so I might actually have to go buy one now. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this... no, I'm not gonna risk it. Actually, I don't think he has revive potions right now, does he? Lag, quit it. Oh, he has it now. Oh, I have plenty of sickles. I'll buy one. Normally, because you have to go to the bottom floor, normally I would go down the 6th floor shortcut, but you can't here. You can't get behind Crab and Goyle. Well, the game doesn't expect... Oh, wait. I'm gonna go ahead and do the last couple things I need to do. This is the last parts of the exchange. I'll grab a Pepper Up Grand Potion. Because that's very necessary. We'll go to the music room. Don't walk to your right. Got the harmonica that we got for the flashlight. Pause buffer. Boom. Actually, there's an interesting glitch in this game. Magical encounters, if you stand still, cannot cause you to go into them. Only if you move while you're inside them will you go into it. Also, Professor Binns disappears as soon as you equip the stuff. Oh, wait. So, here comes the part. So, we're going to go from floor 4 to floor 1. And now we're going to go fight Crowdwell. If you walk in between them, there's actually no detection sensor for their hitbox. So the game thinks that you can just walk right through them, as if they're not even there. That's how you can get to the dungeon without them, without interfering with the text. But I walked to the left a little bit more so that I would initiate the text box. Alright, we're gonna save state here so we don't lose. I have to backtrack a little while. Alright, so how does fight work? So since we have Expelliarmus, the goal is to kill the guy at bottom first, even though I'm actually attacking the guy on top to begin with. We attack him and then poison him. Ron typically attacks the guy on top, and Harry will attack the guy on bottom. What am I thinking? What am I doing? Why am I pressing A there? So now Harry will attack the bottom guy for damage. And Ron will finish attacking this guy up here. And he's going to continue to take poison damage the rest of the game. Until the bottom guy dies. This is the worst manipulation I've ever had. Sorry. Now Harry's magic is stronger than Ron's, as I've already pointed out. Ooh, crit. So since I did 83, that generally would have done about 38, 39 damage. Because crits don't double damage, they actually, they do a little bit over double. So as long as Ron doesn't backfire, which he didn't, which is good, then they need to kill Ron here, actually. And they are, which is good. We need Ron to die here. And Ron is going to cast Expelliarmus to take out the bottom guy. But he's not going to, because he's going to backfire and take 38 damage, which is absolutely amazing. I love when that happens. And the Expelliarmus should kill Harry, which means he's going to be out of revive potions. Oh, it didn't. Awesome. Now the bottom guy's out. We only attack the top guy, which kind of only makes sense. Now we're just going to have Harry use Flipendo. Oops. There we go. And then we're going to level up. And then both can level up. And now that that's done, I'm going to save state just for purposes of hoping that nothing bad goes wrong. So I don't have to fight them again. So now they go see Hermione. Well, possibly the second floor is walking up to it. I hope I don't do something stupid like I did in my last run either. Or well, my last run. Where I completely bypassed Myrtle's bathroom. It was absolutely hilarious. I was like, wait, why the hell am I on the 4th floor? And this stupid panicking makes me mad. Because it pans out to her quickly, but it pans down to you slowly. So since I've used both my revive potions, if I hadn't had to have bought one, I would be doing pretty good right now, actually. With money. I spent 100 sickles to buy that. I was at 12 something or another. which is pretty rare at this point. So, now we're going to the Slytherin common room. We're going to talk to Snape here. Since I had to use up both my revive potions there, we are going to get the revive potion in here, which does cost, I think I calculated it to, or timed it out to be like 4 seconds out of the way. Assuming I'm hitting stuff too by accident. I go back to Hermione and transform back, but she doesn't because she's a cat, and cats can't transform back, you know what I'm saying? No, it's part of the Polyjuice Potion thing. You, if you transform into an animal, you can't transform back. It takes a little bit longer than for humans. It's an hour for humans, which for us was like 3 minutes. I'm gonna save state after this right here, just to be safe. Right now I'm at the appropriate level 13 for this next fight coming up. Because the next fight coming up is most certainly the Aragog fight. Valentine's party that we only stay in here for like 3 seconds. So, Hermione leaves because you're gonna go check out the diary. We're gonna go from the bottom floor to the top floor, basically. And you'll notice that the music here is different. That is because the game is trying to put in place the next flag for the diary sequence, because when you're in the diary, he takes you to that point, and that's the music that it uses. But the game uses the flag early to get that used, so you go through there with that music. And here we go, we're gonna go see stuff. And see, music. Alright, so final Quidditch match that doesn't go because, well, we have attacks. So I'm going to go back to the common room. And this is where the CSS are actually going to start mattering. So I have the Dragon's King Cloak. Have everything I need up to this point. We should be doing pretty good. Relish in that. That's the last time we're going to be using any shortcuts. Now we're going to go buy stuff. This is the... Oh, we have just enough. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy 8 of these, 6 of these, and the rest are going to that. The general conception is to buy, so you have double-digit Wiggledean Grand Potions. That's not quite how it's going down. I think I'm gonna have 9. I might have 10. You just need as many of those as possible, but you also do that so that you can get revived potions. You also need to buy pepper potions. I had to buy pepper potions this run, because I was really low on them. Alright, so here's where the fun part happens, also where the most annoying fight in the game happens. Well, not the most annoying, but one of the more annoying ones, because of how it starts off. So we can get the invisibility cloak to go see Hagrid, because with Tom Marvel Riddle showing us stuff, we think that Hagrid is the one that caused the problems. And every shortcut is locked because we're on lockdown. Interesting fact, there's another side quest you can do. You can get another spell called Petrificus Totalis, which stuns your opponent. If you do that and you wait till this part to actually finish getting the last piece, Ginny Weasley will actually be out there waiting for you to get whatever you need from her. Because you need to get a storybook. But yeah, Ginny Weasley will still be waiting out there even though it's past time to be at the hut. And also, this is the only other time in the game where it's nighttime. Only 2 times in the game where it's nighttime. Here and when you're at the Whomping Willow. I just love the face of Cornelius Fudge. He's just... So now I do follow the spiders, once everybody leaves. You have enough revive potions for this? I have 7. Now we follow spiders. Probably should have bought 1 more revive potion, but... who cares? It's just a practice run, right? Alright, so the idea is to stay on top of the spiders. The spiders actually, well, in general, give you less encounters. Yes, there are some fluke times where you get more, but these don't happen quite as much. I just saw that I had 1, but it doesn't generally happen. They typically actually spawn behind you, not in front of you. Is what I mean by... And that one spawned right in front of my face. I didn't have enough time to react. And this is gonna suck. I have to heal now. I got out. Perfect. I have to use 2 of these. Oops, wrong person. Gosh darn it. Actually, no, I have... Oops. Perfect. Good thing I had those, because otherwise... That's what I was talking about with the... If you're not moving, those things cannot initiate a battle. Alright, so we take the fastest route through here, which ends up being this. And actually, if you save state here, you can get different things depending on what frame you enter this battle. He's always going to use web to start off, but the manipulation for him is different if you do it correctly. So he always uses web to start off the fight, which is probably one of the more annoying things, but... Ooh, sweet. Alright, so we start off with casting this poison thing, because it's the most beneficial thing to use, and we use Ratnap to get 20 damage off on him. He still is able to attack. Generally, it paralyzes your opponent, but because it's Aragog, he will most certainly not take that. Now, since we're Harry uses Vermilious Duo because it does more damage than Incendio. Although you generally use Incendio. Actually, I'm going to have Ron use Vermilious. And he's going to kill Ron. And we have a backfire. Awesome! Should have cut them down. No, if he gets hit twice, he dies. And he's only going to attack Ron in this fight. That's amazing. Oops. How much does Ron have? 43. We'll give him a Wiggling Grand. Only time I'm going to use it for him on a fight. And of course you backfire the moment I use that. That's fantastic. Thanks, dude. Okay, I'm save stating here because I don't want to lose the run here. Although I very much might. If he manipulates perfectly with the web, so... If he attacks Ron again, we're screwed. If he webs again, we're screwed, and he's going to attack Harry, which is awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do here... Never had to use this many Wiggling Grand potions. We actually won't Ron to take a death here, but that's not going to happen, is it? If he attacks Harry again, we're screwed. Unless Ron gets out of paralysis now. And he's going to kill Harry. And Ron's dead too, so... That's why he makes save states. We're going to manipulate this a lot more different. I don't remember what our healths are at this point, so... Was I supposed to heal Harry this turn? It's going to actually work out better for us. Find out. I'm going to save state here. See what happens. He attacks either one of them, they die. Of course. Of course you would, Ron. Of course you would. Just attack Ron, don't even worry about it. You need to attack Ron. If you attack Harry and don't die here, I am gonna... Keep doing it, actually. I might actually win just by him dying more poison. Alright, good. Save stating because... Ooh, we got a revive potion out of it. Sweet. Alright. That almost never happens, to be honest. Alright, there's only one more, there are 2 more items I have to pick up throughout the rest of the run. One's a Wizarding card, and one's a Pepper Up Grand Potion. Or a Grand Pepper Up Potion. Grand Pepper Up Potion is right here. I got that one completely by accident. That was I found that in a practice run trying to get rid of encounters, because if you pick up items like that, while the circles are not blinking, they go away whenever you pick up an item like that. So, we can say about a car, yay, stupid car. And now we go talk to Myrtle. Also, I want to find this hilarious. The grounds are on lockdown, yet I'm walking around here without an invisibility cloak and not being seen. Now, if there's a way to freaking skip this, I could fight the basilisk early. There's no way to skip this. I've tried going up, I've tried going underneath it, everything. If there was a way to skip this, I could get into the basilisk early. So now here comes the fun part. My least favorite fight in the entire game, not even kidding. Just because there's so little you can do to manipulate it, that it's not even close to funny. So yes, I did save state in the hospital and not in the, near the room, because save stating near the room is actually, you don't change any manipulation in the battle. So we use Rotten to get 20 for damage. Because he has 500 health, we have to poison him. He's gonna take 35 damage turn 1. And, I mean, that's just how that works. And now we cast Expelliarmus until our hearts are content, and Ron's gonna take some severe damage of 51, which is actually almost a quarter of his health. We'll just keep casting Expelliarmus. We can do anywhere between 12 and 18 damage, and we don't do that very often. So, the consensus here now, since Ron's thing backfired, we're going to use Fumos on Harry. This lowers the chance of being hit, but also increases the chance of being critical. This may sound kind of dumb, but it's actually one of the more beneficial things in this run now. It's one of the other route changes I have made. And you notice I don't poison him ever again. I'll poison him if I can, like, if I, ooh, see how strong that is? Like, if Ron's about to die or something. 4? What? Oh, the backfire does a quarter health. Interesting. Did not know that. That is completely new to me. I'm glad I realized this. Oh my gosh, the backfires. So what we're hoping for now is that... we didn't want that. Now we poison him again. As long as he doesn't heal it, we're fine. Okay, good, he didn't heal it. Revive potions no longer have any usage at this fight. No. That's gonna be a question for people. This is the last fight you need revive potions because... Ooh, sweet, got a crit. It's gonna be important, actually. If I had Protrivicus Totalis, this fight would go a little bit smoother. because then he couldn't. This is the only way he can hurt Harry consistently is a poison. Oh. Since he only has 6 since he has 6 things. Of course he has the poison. But we're gonna have Ron heal his magic. We're gonna save state here just to be safe. Wow. But actually, because I did this, there is a less chance that Ron will take damage from his backfiring. Ooh, double crit. Ooh, nice. Getting 2 crits in this fight is significantly faster. But sometimes it is followed up by a 0, which has happened on numerous occasions. If that hit, Harry died this turn. Just want to point that out. Harry would have died this turn if that had hit. Don't heal that yet. Good. Ron likes to take damage even though he doesn't need to take damage. And since he hasn't healed his poison yet, we'll just attack with Expelliarmus. It is faster for Lockhart to die by poison than by any other means. Because if Lockhart loses, he loses on this position right here, which he has to take the damage and then he has to run away. As opposed to any other anything in this game. And of course he heals first turn. Great. So we don't want Ron to do stupid stuff. I use all my pepper up Grand Potions. I'm a Grand Pepper up potions, so I can get 3 casts out of that before I have to use another Pepper Up Potion. Harry's low on health, yes, but I'm not going to waste a Golden Grand Potion to heal him when this can happen. He has 4 turns left, yes. But I'm going to take the risk of using a Revive Potion on him. Because he actually has a higher chance to attack Harry than Ron. Even with Fumers up. That's gonna kill Ron, right? Oh no, sweets. We just don't want that to happen the same turn that Harry's gonna die, so... And he's almost dead. This should kill him. If not, we have to use a Pepper Up Potion. I'm gonna save state here just in case. That should kill Harry, which means we're gonna poison him. Wow, so he got a crit on us. So if he doesn't heal this turn, ooh, he's gonna kill Ron. Ron doesn't matter anymore, actually. Although it would be nice to... I'm gonna do that just to do damage. If he does not cure himself this turn of the poison, this will kill him. I did just enough on purpose. This should kill him, right? Yes! And that's the fastest way to do it. Alright, so here we go. His briefcase disappears, by the way. And if you enter back in, it's there again. Alright. Just a fun fact. Alright, so here comes the end game. I used up a lot of my resources to make sure I stayed alive. Alright, sorry, I'm breathing heavy, because I just breathe heavy at this part anyway. So, this is the end game, and it is pretty freaking brutal, I'm not gonna lie. Of all the runs I've ever made of this game, not including practice, I've made it to this fight, I think, only like 4 times out of like the 27 runs I've made. I know those 4 times I've won twice. I almost had a 3rd one. I would have had a huge huge time difference on my world record. I'm gonna call it a world record just because as far as I know, there's absolutely nobody else that has speedrun this game. So, alright, this is just so I don't mess up on things I pick up. I only have to pick up one thing, and I'm gonna have to walk around to get it. It's here. This is the last wizard card you need to grab. And of course I get a wild encounter. And since it's a preempt, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the wild encounter the same way. Yeah. I love this music, by the way. There's another Peppermint Grand Potion in that candle right there, but you don't need it anymore. You don't need any more potions. Good, it went away now. Save state. And this is my favorite music of all time. Well, not all time. There's music that's better than this one. Alright, so here we go. The final fight. I hope I've explained this game well enough for you guys. I mean, like I said, the basic rundown. You're level 18 at this point, for freak's sake. Alright, so I'm saving here because I think if I delay this any frameage at all, then I can get a I can determine what he's gonna do. He's gonna poison first turn. That's actually really good. I need him to poison first turn. And then we cast a weak point. His poison does 20 damage. But weak point causes Fox to do 90 something. You didn't see it that turn, unfortunately. Now, if that has been cast, I'm going to save state here and actually cure my poison. C94. Absolutely stunning. You can't heal Fox, unfortunately, so... Ooh. Okay, good. Now he's already in yellow after 3 attacks, which is pretty freaking amazing. I want to keep attacking just because I have enough health to survive. Okay, good, he attacked me. We're getting Grand Potion. Good, Fox, good. Just don't attack him right now. Fox actually has an ability that he heals your health. I think he gives you 1/3 of your health back. Save stating just to be safe. I think one more hit will kill it. Well, one more hit will kill it from Fox. I don't know about me. I'm gonna be safe and heal this turn. Fox did not kill it yet. He's only attacking this entire time. Oh, he's gonna poison me, which is actually really good. Fox needs to kill it. There we go. And that's where I would call time at this stab right here. I'm gonna keep the recording going to see what my time was. I just want to see how much of a difference. 2:19:16 was my world record run. And this is going to be faster, even though this was a practice run. So, this way you guys can see the ending as well. But, so the premise of this game now is, like I said, you're level 18 at the end. Which is, like I said, an entire 7 levels below the original run stuff, which is crazy. I mean, that's just an amazing amount of experience you don't need to grab anymore. An amazing amount. I think it's pushing 1,000 experience once you don't grab anymore. I mean, I even started at level 33. I thought that was difficult as it was. I was grinding in the Chamber of Secrets to get what I needed. level 13 before Aragog, 15 at Lockhart, 18 at Basilisk, and you're doing 36 damage a whack. I mean, that's freaking stellar. With weak point, at any rate. If without weak point, you're doing 20. No joke. At least Fox does, you know, really high double-digit to triple-digit damage. And not to mention if he gets a crit. If he gets a crit, he does like 200 damage, and Basilisk has 700 HP. Alright, so now we've got fireworks. When the fireworks end, then we'll see what my time was. But, yeah, I mean, 18 at Basilisk is rather difficult run to work with, because you lose at Aragog, you reset, you lose at Lockhart, you reset, you lose at the Basilisk, you have to reset. And for you guys, a 157.14. Yeah. And that was just a practice run. Just imagine what I could do without a practice run. I mean, that was going slow. That was looking at things that I didn't even need to look at. But yeah, your basic management now is sickle count, which needs to be 1200. So you can buy... Generally, I buy 6 revive potions and 10 Wiggleding Gram potions. Otherwise, if you don't have enough pep rep potions, which I thought I didn't, but I did, you buy 2 less Wiggleding Gram potions and buy 4 pepper up potions. And yeah, that's the run. I mean, that's how the run works now. And like I said, that's a practice run, and I got that's 20 minutes ahead. So thank you for watching. If you watch all the way through, I hope this encourages people to start watching my runs again or more often. And I hope that some people will actually start trying to run, so I have a little bit of competition to work with. Don't really think that I need to post a route. I just think that, I mean, the route's pretty basic, I think, but if you want me to post it, comment, and let me know, and then we'll be ready to go. So yeah, that's how the run works. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.